It's been described as the worst attack on American democracy since the Civil War. 1 year ago this week, thousands of pro-Trump protesters storming the U.S. Capitol, just as lawmakers were starting to certify the presidential election results and Joe Biden's Electoral College victory. The violent mob injuring dozens of police officers with poles and pipes, smashing through windows and scaling walls, even amid clouds of tear gas. Once inside, the January 6 rioters threatening to do harm to Vice President Mike Pence and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, among others. Some breaking into the Speaker's office, this man taking her podium, while another put his feet up on her desk.
What's the purpose of storming Congress itself?
Because they work for us. They don't get to steal it from us.
Members of Congress barricading themselves inside the chamber where the electoral vote count was unfolding. Officers drawing their guns to keep rioters out. Ashley Babbitt, one member of the mob, shot and killed by an officer as she tried to enter the Speaker's lobby through a shattered window where lawmakers had fled.
I picked up a baseball bat. That's all I had to protect myself.
I was there that day covering the insurrection for ABC Radio from outside. Protesters even taking aim at the media, those of us covering the events having to be escorted by security.
Within the first 5 minutes of getting here, I saw a man in a stretcher being loaded into an ambulance. Smaller group of men, kind of all dressed in black, kind of marching towards the Capitol and chanting things like, or yelling. They saw that where the press was gathered and kind of yelled out at the press, where can we sign up to shoot people?
Many rioters claiming they were incited by former President Trump, who for weeks falsely claimed the election had been stolen from it.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength and you have to be strong.
A total of 5 people losing their lives during or after the insurrection, 3 protesters and 2 police officers. Approximately 140 officers wounded that day and roughly $1.5 million worth of damage done to the building, the symbol of American democracy. Following the Capitol attack, former President Trump impeached and acquitted a second time, and more than 700 accused rioters charged, 55 sentenced so far, at least 23 of them receiving jail time. Authorities pouring through photos and videos from that day, and a House Select Committee was formed to investigate who was behind the attack. Inez de la Cuetara, ABC News, Washington.